Hello everyone, welcome back to Blacksmith Studios. My name is Jack and today we will be going through my theory on the rumoured World War Hulks project that is apparently now in development at Marvel Studios. Now, in the comics, this storyline followed the events of World War Hulk, which was kind of partially adapted in Thor Ragnarok. However, many fans have been wanting to see Savage Hulk return to the MCU and to see a fully fledged World War Hulk project. Now, I don't think we're going to see a World War Hulk, but maybe instead we might see a World War Hulks project. Now, this project has been rumoured to release after the events of Avengers Secret Wars during the next saga, the supposed Mutant Saga. So, during the original World War Hulks comic run, the Intelligentsia, which included the most intelligent villains of the Marvel comics, including MODOK and the Leader, they planned to overthrow the governments of the world by unleashing an army of gamma-powered Hulk-like creatures upon the world, including several Marvel heroes that had turned into Hulks. The story included the origins of the Red Hulk and Red She-Hulk, which obviously we now know as Thunderbolt Ross, as well as his daughter, Betty Ross. And it allowed Bruce Banner to become Hulk again. Now, I don't know the comics in and out for it, but I believe Bruce Banner was stripped away from his powers or hadn't become the Hulk in a while, so this brought the Hulk back into the storyline of the comics. Now, with the MCU, I don't think they'd be able to adapt this story exactly the same. And it, of course, all depends on how the events of Secret Wars will pan out. But I do have an idea on how the MCU could adapt the version of the World War Hulk storyline, that being said, it being in the Mutant Saga. So let's say that after Avengers Secret Wars, Bruce Banner is still Smart Hulk and can transform between Hulk and human form using the device that we saw him use in the She-Hulk series. Now, we could see the Leader break out of prison and freed after the events of Brave New World, or he's just never caught in the first place and he's just on the run. It depends on how Brave New World turns out, of course. And using the Intelligentsia brand that Todd set up, we could see the Leader gain more influence in technology and eventually gather a few of the MCU's smartest characters. And granted, this is after a soft reboot, we could see a rebooted MODOK in this scenario. We could see him, of course, use this influence and technology, as I've said before, to create an army of Hulks. As the Hulk army attacks, we could see certain heroes fight back and turn into Hulks, but I don't really think that fits here. But I think it would be cool if Bruce Banner calls upon She-Hulk, Red She-Hulk, Scar, Amadeus Cho, and Red Hulk, and maybe A-Bomb if he's included, to fight back against the Hulk army. Bruce Banner could act as a leader, as Smart Hulk, but realise that they're sort of outnumbered. And as the threat becomes worse and worse and worse, we could witness Bruce undertake an experiment to unleash Savage Hulk again, now more powerful than ever and unfortunately irreversible. Now, I would say that this is kind of similar to the first episode of What If Season 3, but we could have the story be much more improved and focus on bringing back Savage Hulk as well as showing the Leader as a very dangerous threat. I think it'll be really cool. I'm talking away from the script now. I think it'll be really, really cool if the Leader did become a sort of not an overarching threat, but a continuous threat throughout the MCU in this soft reboot. And having him begin the World War Hulk storyline, we could have Bruce Banner, now that he's kind of in a better place in life and trying to rid the world of any problems, but trying not to obviously go into that Hulk state again. I think it would be great if, of course, Bruce Banner gathers his Hulk army, in a sense, or Hulk team, this Agents of Smash team, and try and take out the threat, but realize that, well, maybe he does need the old Hulk back. Of course, like I said, we don't know how the Multiverse Saga ends, but I have always believed that we will end up with a soft reboot in the MCU to start the Mutant Saga. And at this point in the MCU, Hulks are kind of still seen as a dangerous threat, and could be on Fury's radar. So after the World War Hulks project, the Hulks can be seen a bit more heroically, a bit more like a hero, and could be their own Agents of Smash. I thought that was a cool idea, but even so, it would be cool if the team are seen as less of a threat and more heroic and they're already joined in the Avengers, but the public eye on them is much better. It could be that the Hulk turns out to be the antagonist towards the end, or he turns too far and Bruce Banner escapes. Regardless, a World War Hulk's project, if it is actually in development, would be something so incredible to see. No pun intended. I loved how Bruce's story went in the MCU, beginning as a tortured character and ended up being merged with the Hulk, a smart Hulk. But after Avengers Secret Wars, I think it would be great to have Hulk go back to being savage again and ridiculously powerful. I think Bruce Banner, especially Mark Ruffalo's version of the character, I think they are kind of nearing the end of their tenure. So having Hulk go over the top in a few more projects going forward in the Mutant Saga, and maybe even passing on the torch to his son, or just letting Red Hulk take the lead, or someone else, would be absolutely fine with me, and I'd really like that. I mean, could you imagine the size of that kind of movie with a World War Hulk's project? I mean, it would be huge. Again, no pun intended. Only thing is, though, it should not be in the same vein as Secret Wars. It shouldn't be as big. A big comic story turned into a smaller Disney Plus series as well? No. Nothing like Secret Invasion. This needs to be a big movie with a big studio budget. And if Marvel has already planned this for this project, then it's likely to be part of Phase 7. Now, it is interesting to think about how the MCU will look after the Multiverse Saga, whether a soft reboot is coming or not. My only hope is that Marvel work hard to ensure that the next saga will be incredible. I need to stop using that pun. But anyway, thank you all for listening. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. Do you think a World War Hulk's project is in the works? What do you think it will be about? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video as well, please like and subscribe for more content like this. In the meantime, thank you all again so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.